I'm Richard Salo, Senior Business Development Manager at Epic Games, focusing on our creator tools and marketplaces, which we're going to cover today. And I've worked at Epic Games for almost 5 years now. And one of the things I love about working here is that we're constantly innovating and always pushing the boundaries with our tools. But it's really what you guys do with them that I really love, and it's so amazing to see all the great content you guys produce. And today we'll delve into several resources and within the Epic ecosystem, so you all can get a high-level overview perspective of each of them. And before we wrap up, I'll also tell you about a new, very exciting opportunity for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned. So as you can see, the Epic Games ecosystem covers a lot more than just Unreal Engine. We have multiple brands and tools that we both have acquired but also developed throughout the years. So let's dive right into it. I think you've heard of this one, right? And since we revealed UE5 a couple of years ago, we knew from your reaction to groundbreaking features like Nanite, Lumen, and World Partition that we were going to shake up the industry and really empowering developers to build bigger, to build better, and more beautiful real-time worlds. And the first wave of UE5 games, not including our own Fortnite, of course, is just starting to hit the streets, and we can't wait to see what developers have been up to since the launch. And for you developers here, don't forget, Unreal Engine is completely free to get started. Every feature is included out of the box, including source code access. And your first $1 million in revenue per title is entirely royalty-free. But now let's focus more on the other tools we have. First up is MetaHuman. And you can see MetaHuman as a framework with several components, really pushing the boundaries when it comes to creating believable characters. And first of all, we have the MetaHuman Creator, where you quickly can create fully rigged, photorealistic digital humans in minutes. You can start with preset characters, which you can blend, you can sculpt, and edit to make your own, or convert your own custom mesh into a MetaHuman using Mesh to MetaHuman in Unreal Engine. Once created, MetaHumans are ready to use in Unreal Engine alongside of all of its advanced character technologies. And then we have MetaHuman Animator, where you can reproduce facial performances as high-fidelity animation on any MetaHuman. And there are no fancy hardware required. It even works with a phone. Every nuance of the actor's performance is captured and transferred onto your digital human, really enabling you to wow audiences with believable characters that delivers immersive experiences. And once you're happy with your content, with your MetaHuman, MetaHuman comes with 8 levels of detail, so you can achieve real-time performance on all of your targeted platforms. Next, let's take a quick look at Twinmotion. And Twinmotion is an easy, fast, real-time visualization tool. It is widely used within architecture, but we have a growing user base within automotive, transportation, as well as fashion and product design, just to name a few. And with Twinmotion, you can take your designs from CAD, BIM, FBX, and many other formats to photorealistic high-resolution stills and videos, but also real-time 3D walkthroughs and immersive VR experiences in a matter of minutes. And because it's powered by Unreal Engine, you even get groundbreaking features like Lumen, so the visual quality is top-notch too. So if you haven't explored the world of Twinmotion, I highly recommend you do. There is a free community edition for non-commercial work out there, so give it a try. Next up is capturing reality, or reality capture. That means you don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to creating photorealistic assets. So reality capture is a fast and powerful photogrammetry tool for Windows that lets you create stunningly accurate 3D models from photos or laser scans of real-life objects in the fraction of the time it would take to build them by hand. And reality capture is widely used within industries like gaming, VFX, and architecture to create accurate digital representations of physical spaces and objects. And we, for example, see many game studios using reality capture to create their hero assets for their game, for example. And that leads up to Reality Scan, which is capturing reality's newest offering, which we launched last year. And it is an app that makes it easy to scan an object on a AAA quality level with just your phone, which is really incredible. And the Reality Scan app is available today for iOS and Android. And it's also integrated with Sketchfab, so you can easily view your 3D model in a matter of minutes, and you can share it with others, as well as export it into Unreal Engine. So that rounds up our creator tools. Now let's talk a little bit about the more resources we have, all with the focus on assets. And first up is Quixel Megascans, which is Epic's first-party content library of high-quality digital assets that you can use to create ultra-realistic environments in no time, which of course means you'll save lots of production costs, and really freeing your artist up to focus on being creative. And Quixel's mission is to capture the world. And we have teams all over the world working towards that goal every day. And incidentally, the tool they're using to process their scans as a part of the pipeline is reality capture. And today, the Megascans library is the world's largest and fastest growing library of high quality standardized scans with more than 19,000 assets in the library. And you'll find everything from 3D assets such as cliffs and rocks and props to textures, decals, and much more. And here are some examples of how Megascans are being used. Maybe some of you remember Rebirth that we did together with Epic Games before we got acquired, or before Quixel got acquired. Megascans is available for download directly in Unreal Engine through Bridge, but also within Twinmotion. And if you're using any other DCC tool or engine, it can be licensed. And then there's ArtStation, which probably many of you already are familiar with. But ArtStation became a part of Epic back in 2021. And in the world of digital art and entertainment, ArtStation is a platform that provides artists with the tools and the resources they need to thrive. And it's more than just a portfolio website. It is a big community of artists and designers and creative professionals. And on ArtStation, of course, you can create a stunning portfolio that showcases your work, making it easy for potential clients and employers to discover you and your talent. But it's also a way to gain global visibility and reach a massive audience of art enthusiasts, industry professionals, and friends sharing the same passion as you. ArtStation also serves as a valuable resource for studios seeking new talent. Its extensive job listing include positions from well-known companies in the gaming and the entertainment industries, presenting appealing career prospects worldwide. And in addition, ArtStation has a marketplace with around 200,000 digital products, where you can buy and sell assets and really to generate a passive income, either as an individual or as a studio. So in summary, Whether you're a professional seeking career growth or an employer in the search of top talent, ArtStation is a great platform for that. And next up is Sketchfab. And Sketchfab has more than 10 million registered users and an industry-leading toolkit for 3D and AR developers. Sketchfab is a great place to discover, to share, to manage, buy, and sell 3D models on the web. And you can use Sketchfab for many different purposes. One example is to store all of your assets, all of your internal assets in one place with Sketchfab for Themes. You can organize them into folders, subfolders, assign access to specific teams, and make comments on your team's work, and privately share models with your teams and clients. We also see customer-facing companies using Sketchfab to really enhance the shopper experience within e-commerce and the product sectors. And companies are using both the 3D viewer and the AR feature to create cool and innovative experiences to bring their physical projects to life, but in a digital environment. And Sketchfab is, for example, a trusted tool for companies like Gucci, Porsche, Yamaha, just to name a few. And Sketchfab also has a marketplace, similar to ArtStation, where you can monetize and buy and sell assets online, as well as sharing free assets, of course. So for those of you who haven't explored the world of Sketchfab, I strongly encourage you to look into it. It's a valuable resource for anyone working with 3D. And last but definitely not least, we have the Unreal Engine Marketplace, which actually will be celebrating 10 years next year. And with UE Marketplace, developers can easily browse around 1.5 million assets from thousands of different sellers, all optimized for Unreal Engine, of course. And on the flip side, UE Marketplace has enabled small companies to create real businesses by selling assets on the marketplace, and thousands more share their work for free and getting themselves great exposure during the process. And as we've learned today, each of these marketplaces, they have their own unique superpowers, sharing vibrant communities and killer content. And maybe you're wondering, why does Epic need all these asset libraries and marketplaces? Well, great minds think alike. So let's talk about the next generation of marketplace that we're currently working on and see what this could present to you. Let's take a look. So where is the applause? Come on. Yeah. So we will be unifying our existing marketplaces under a new brand called Fab. And Fab will be an open marketplace serving the entire digital content creation industry. It gives creators a single destination to discover, to share, to buy, and to sell digital assets, really breaking down the barriers between platforms and industries and fostering a collaborative and thriving creator economy. It combines the powers of ArtStation Marketplace, Unreal Engine Marketplace, the Sketchfab Store, and Quixel Megascans to deliver incredibly diverse content to millions of creators. And Fab will be supporting assets for all game engines, all digital content creation tools, but also metaverse-inspired platforms and worlds. And we're planning on compatibility with Unity, Blender, Maya, Adobe, Substance, 3ds Max, and more. And Fab will also be the new home of Megascans and MetaHumans, and other great epic content designed to push the limits of what's possible. And on Fab, you'll also find content from studios like Kitbash 3D, Decagon Studios, Supermassive Games, Brown Media, along with assets from brands, media companies, and even musical talent. And these studios will use Fab as a platform, first of all, to engage with their communities, letting players, play around with original assets from their favorite games, and within Unreal, within Unity, within metaverse-inspired platforms. And on Fab, you'll find everything from photorealistic and stylized 2D and 3D assets, to characters and blueprints, animations, and even audio in all formats. And with millions of assets, we want to make it super easy for you to find what you're looking for and get inspired along the way. We will leverage automated tagging to consistently and accurately describe content on Fab. And we'll give you the ability to inspect 3D models before you download, and to make it easy to understand the game readiness of an asset, so there are no surprises. And building on the success of Quixel Bridge, the Fab plugin will allow you to search, to discover, and to drag and drop assets into your scene without leaving the game editor. And if you're wondering what the code is, Fab is already live on Fortnite. So if you want to make an income by selling assets, let's see what this means for you. So first of all, let's talk about the audience, because it's a pretty big one. A good thing to keep in mind is the more formats you as a seller can deliver your assets in, the bigger the audience, because Fab will be supporting all formats. And on top of that, if you also optimize your assets for Fortnite, for Minecraft, for Roblox, you'll be reaching an audience of potentially more than 600 million players within the metaverse sphere. So with that being said, Fab gives you access to more buyers, to more sellers than ever before, giving you a greater shot at success. Plus, we want to build on the success we've seen on the UE marketplace for the past 10 years and offer you the lowest fees in the industry. You'll pocket 88% on everything you sell, so you can create real businesses and invest more in making awesome assets. And we know that there's lots of great talent here in India. I've personally seen amazing content this week. I also know that we have lots of Unity developers here in the room today. And I would assume that many of you are using the Unity Asset Store either to buy, but also to sell assets. So if you're an existing seller on the Unity Asset Store, I first of all strongly encourage you to also publish your assets on Fab, as you'll keep 88% instead of the 70% that Unity offers today, but you'll also reach a bigger audience. And we're really here to inspire you today, offer you the opportunity to be a part of Fab and to be part of something great. So the question, when is all of this coming your way? Well, as I mentioned, Fab is already live on Fortnite. We launched the Fab plugin for UEFN at GDC earlier this year in an alpha version, enabling Fortnite creators to drag and drop assets into their islands and create awesome and unique experiences with Fortnite-ready assets from Sketchfab, from Quixel, and the UE marketplace. And so far, we've seen great results with more than 400,000 assets downloaded across thousands of islands within UEFN. We don't have any exact date when fab.com will be launching. Other than that, it will be in 2024. But more info will come soon. The teams are working really hard to make sure that the launch of Fab is truly game-changing and, of course, fabulous. Yeah. That was a dad joke. But if you're eager to start selling your assets today, you can do that. I strongly encourage you to start on the UE marketplace or on Sketchfab, on the Sketchfab store. There will be a very smooth transition for existing sellers on these platforms to migrate all of their content over to Fab once we have the publishing portal ready next year. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, if you'd like to discuss a potential partnership on Fab, if you have assets. I will be around, or feel free to reach out to me via my email. And yeah, India, thanks for having me. Thanks you for your attention. Pleasure being here. Thanks.